Welcome to the Explainer. Okay, today we're diving into something pretty massive. We're talking about a vehicle that represents the most dramatic overhaul in the nearly 37-year history of the ES nameplate. Yep, we are exploring the completely redesigned 8th generation 2026 Lexus ES 350h. If you're someone who appreciates automotive design, big engineering shifts, and just the overall evolution of luxury, you're definitely going to want to stick around for this one.
Let's kick things off with a question that's honestly been on everyone's mind lately. In a market completely dominated by SUVs and a massive industry-wide push toward fully electric vehicles, is the traditional luxury sedan a thing of the past? It's a totally fair question, right? And it's one the automotive industry has been fiercely debating for years now.
Well, Lexus definitely has an answer for us. Meet the all-new, exclusively electrified 2026 ES 350h. By completely ditching the gas-only engine for this generation, they're serving up this highly sculpted car as a practical, highly refined bridge right into the future of driving. So, here's how we're going to break this all down today. First up, a dramatic generational leap. Second, redefining the Lexus look. Third, power, efficiency, and poise. Fourth, inside the reimagined cabin. And finally, we'll wrap up with trims, pricing, and the verdict. All right, let's jump into part one, a dramatic generational leap. Listen, this 8th generation evolution, it is massive. Lexus didn't just tweak a few knobs here, they completely reimagined the foundational platform from the ground up. The big headline is that gas-only options are entirely retired. The lineup is now exclusively electrified, with our focus today, the hybrid 350h, sitting right alongside two brand new, fully electric models, the 350e and the 500e. It's a really bold step forward. Moving right along to part two, redefining the Lexus look. Drawing direct inspiration from their futuristic LFZC concept car, this transformation is just striking. The sweeping, rounded curves from the past generation, they've been completely replaced by these incredibly sharp, crisply folded creases running right down the side profile. It actually gives the car this sense of forward motion, even when it's just sitting perfectly still in a driveway.
And the sheer scale of this change goes way beyond just a simple facelift. The physical footprint has literally expanded. The new ES has grown over 6 inches longer overall, paired with a 3-inch longer wheelbase. That dramatically alters its stance on the road, giving it a much more grounded, flagship-level presence. It really changes the whole vibe of the car. Now, check out the departure from recent history up at the front. The deeply polarizing spindle grille that kind of defined the brand for the last decade? Yeah, it's essentially gone. It's been replaced by this much smoother, aerodynamic shape that really only leaves a subtle echo of the old design. It's cleaner, it's more refined, and honestly, it's arguably a lot more universally appealing. All right, let's get into part three, power, efficiency, and poise. Okay, so the absolutely crucial point here is this number, 48 mpg. The ES 350h offers an astonishing 48 miles per gallon in city driving, and testers are hitting about 44 on the highway. Guys, this is huge. It gives drivers near EV-like daily efficiency without ever needing to worry about charging infrastructure or route planning. You literally just fuel up and go, like you always have. Now, crazy efficiency doesn't mean it's a slouch. Powered by a hybrid system delivering a really healthy 244 horsepower and 186 pound-feet of torque through a CVT, the performance is solid. The 0 to 60 times are remarkably consistent across the board. You're looking at 7.3 seconds for the front-wheel drive model and a slightly quicker 7.1 seconds if you opt for all-wheel drive.
But look, as reviewers have noted, and this quote really hits the nail on the head, this car is not built for track days. It's not trying to be a sports car, and that's okay. Its ride character is unmistakably Lexus. It is composed, calm, and rational. It's engineered specifically for serenity, comfort, and just quiet confidence on the open road.
Okay, on to part four, inside the reimagined cabin. The tech inside brings Lexus firmly, and I mean firmly, into the present. The star of the show here is a massive, standard 14-inch touchscreen that runs the infotainment system. It completely modernizes the interface and, of course, comes fully equipped with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto right out of the box. From the driver's seat, it's super clear the entire dash is built right around that beautiful screen. It creates this very driver-focused yet incredibly serene interior layout. You've got standard ventilated seats, which are a lifesaver, and the incredible textures and materials they use throughout the cabin really elevate the whole luxury experience. And for the audiophiles tuning in, you're gonna love this. The available upgrades include this stunning Mark Levinson 17-speaker audio system. It's perfectly tuned to complement that exceptionally quiet cabin we talked about earlier, basically giving you a private concert hall on wheels.
Hey, remember that 3-inch longer wheelbase we talked about a few minutes ago? Well, it translates directly into this incredibly generous rear legroom. It makes the cabin significantly more spacious than the outgoing model, meaning your passengers are going to be just as comfortable in the back as you are up front.
Now, if you decide to spring for the higher-tier Premium Plus trim, you unlock a whole bundle of luxury additions. We're talking a 10-way power passenger seat, that amazing Mark Levinson audio system, a head-up display, and a digital key. And remember, all of this is on top of the already robust standard Lexus Safety System Plus 4.0, which includes highly advanced stuff like dynamic radar cruise control and intersection turn assist.
Finally, Part 5. Trims, pricing, and the final verdict.
The pricing structure here is incredibly straightforward, which, honestly, we love to see. The lineup starts at $51,095 for the premium trim in front-wheel drive. Stepping up to the Premium Plus starts at $55,895, and if you live somewhere where you need all-wheel drive for tougher weather, it adds exactly $1,400 to either of those two trims. Simple, right?
Looking at the overall consensus from the automotive press, reviewers universally praised the exceptionally comfortable seats, the buttery smooth operation of the hybrid system, and just the overall quietness of the ride. On the flip side, they did impartially note a few minor gripes. The bolder styling still isn't for absolutely everyone. That glossy touchscreen can catch a bit of glare in bright sunlight. There's no conventional spare tire, so you're relying on run flats or repair kits. And naturally, some folks still really miss traditional physical buttons over touch controls.
But this quote really sums up the whole shebang. It provides the incredible efficiency, the cutting-edge tech, and the futuristic design of tomorrow without forcing you to change a single thing about how you live your life today. No range anxiety, no mapping out charging stations. It's just traditional convenience paired perfectly with modern refinement.
So we're going to leave you with this final thought to chew on. In a world that is rushing headfirst toward fully electric SUVs, does this dramatic, highly refined evolution from Lexus prove that the luxury hybrid sedan is actually the most rational, smartest choice you can make today? It certainly makes a pretty compelling case. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I hope this deep dive helped you grasp exactly what the 2026 Lexus ES 350h brings to the table. Until next time, keep learning.